Hello everyone, this is Satyaprakash. Welcome to my channel. This is part 3 of Google Maps API. In this video, I'll show you what are the types of Google Maps and how to implement in ASP.NET MVC to load the Google Maps. So I'll suggest you before going through this part 3, please visit my part 1 and 2 of Google Maps. So you can get this video in my playlist called Google Maps API. So these two videos are very much important and basics to set up the Google Maps before using in your application. Alright, so this is my MVC project to implement the Google Maps. Earlier I have created one index action method to implement the Google Maps API, but in this video I have created one more method that details. So based on the action method, I have created the views details.cshtml, and this views file will be created under the home folder under the views. So guys, in this details.cshtml, I will implement the types of Google Maps here, right? And here you noticed I have just collapsed the script tag due to some confidential information of Google Maps API key. So you would already know in my previous videos how to include the Google Maps API in the scripts tag along with this callback method, that is my map method. Okay, so I don't need to make much time to describe this course in this video. You already know this, what are the implementation I already have discussed in my previous videos. Only difference is this map method I make some changes, okay, but as per the previous video these things are common to this here. So there's the CDN file of CSS and JS file for Bootstrap as well as Google Maps. Okay, Google Maps here. To load the Google Maps API key. Okay, so these are the no difference between the previous session and this session, only the map method to implement the types of Google Maps. So to ignore this much time on it, I'll not take much time on this video. I'll just go to my presentation to show what are the steps to load the Google Maps in MVC. Okay, so here I'll show what are the points I need to discuss, that is different map types in Google Maps API, and what are the features comes with the map types in Google Maps, and steps to load the map in MVC. So first of all, I'll discuss this part 3, steps to load the map in MVC. Okay, so guys, you know already what the Google Maps. So Google Maps is a free mapping service by Google that provides various types of geographical informations. So it will use for search for places, get directions from one place to another, view and navigate to horizontal and vertical panoramic street level images of various cities around the world, and get specific information like specific at a particular point. Google Maps provides an API using which you can customize the maps and the information displayed on them. Okay, that is about the Google Maps, which you are using in your day-to-day life. So I already shown you that is this is the code I have implemented, and I'll show you how to load the Google Maps. What are the steps here? So by reference use this code, I already have just mark it down the steps here. So what are the steps, so it will be better understanding. So steps to load the maps on a web page. So this is the code details.cshtml. Okay, first of all, step number 1 is I have created a view in MVC. Okay, and step number 2 is load the API and load the map. That is in the scripts tag here, right, in the scripts tag. And step number 3 is create the container. So create the container is div id. Okay, I have used the ID of map, Google Maps, and some set width and height here. Step number 4 is map options. So here using this method my map, there is some map options here which contain center, zoom and map type IDs. Step number 5 is create a map object. Okay, so create a map object is, this is the map object I have created, and passing this map canvas which contains the map ID and the map options which contain the center, zoom and map type ID. So this map type ID is nothing but the Google Map types. Okay, so whatever I have pointed these steps, I already have mentioned details in my next slide. So guys, you know that step number 1 step number 1 is create a view in MVC. So create a view page with required tags and CSS with JS, and load the API, that is load or include the Google Maps API using script tag. And step number 3 is create the container. So to contain the map, we have to create a container element, generate the div tag, that is a generic container, and it is used for this purpose. So create a container element and define its dimension, that is the height, width and height. Map options. So map options is, before initializing the map, we have to create a map options object as it is created just like a literal, and set values for map initialization variables. So a map has 3 options, main options, namely center, zoom, and map type ID. The center is, under this property we have to specify the location where we want to center the map. To pass the location, we have to create a lat long object by passing the latitude and longitude of the required location to the constructor. Okay, that is nothing but the here center. Okay, and the lat long object is this one, which contains the latitude and longitude of specific location. So zoom is, under this property we have to specify the zoom level of the map, so that is nothing but the zoom level. Okay, and map type ID, under this property we have to specify the type of map we want, following are the types of provided by the Google. I have mentioned these types in my next slide. So here the types, right here I have mentioned the hybrid type. So create a map object. You can create a map by instantiating the JavaScript called map, and while instancing this class you have to pass an HTML container to hold the map and add the map options for the required map. That is nothing but this one. Okay, this is the map object, which the map class which is instantiating, right? So here I'll show you one more thing is that the step number 5, create a map object. Okay, that is nothing but this line, and this line has a class, right, called map. So instantiating this class, you have to pass an HTML container. So HTML container which hold the map and map options. So that is nothing but map canvas, it contains the map ID, and map options which contain the center, zoom, and map type ID. Okay, and step number 6 is finally load and map by calling my map method using callback. So you just under the script you can see one script tag is collapsed due to some confidential things. So here I have asked one sample that it should be look like this, that is the script tag src, it contains the API URL and the callback my map method. So here is the my map method. You can create your own name, any name you can see it, and just pass it after the API URL key using callback. Okay, so this is the steps to load the Google Map in MVC or any ASP.NET, any or PHP or JavaScript. Okay, so guys, the motto of our this session is the types of maps in Google Maps. So basically there are 4 types: road map, satellite, hybrid, and terrain. So road maps, this is the default type. If you have not chosen any other type, this will be displayed. It shows the street views of the selected region. So this type will show normal default 2D map. Satellite is, this is the map type that shows the satellite images of the selected region. So that is this type will show photographic maps. Hybrid is, this map type shows the major streets on satellite images. So this type will show photographic maps plus roads, cities, names. Terrain, this is the map type that shows the terrain and vegetations. So also it will show some mountains and rivers. So guys, to use these map types, okay, the map types is specified either within the map properties object with the map type ID property, or by calling maps set type map type ID method. So here I have used using map type ID. Okay, you can see this type name hybrid. You can mention, instead of hybrid, you can mention satellite, road map, or terrain. So I'll show you one by one. So the map types satellite and hybrid. supports a 45-degree perspective imagery view of the for the certain locations and not for all the location, only at the high zoom levels. If you zoom into a location with the 45-degree imagery view, the map will automatically alter the perspective view. Okay, so the map will add three things. One is compass wheel around the pan control, which allows you to rotate the image, and rotate control between pan and zoom controls, which allows you to rotate the image 90 degree. Step number 3 is toggle control to display 45-degree perspective view under the satellite controller level. So zooming out from a map with a 45-degree imagery will revert each of these changes, and the original map is displayed. So this is all about the map types and its features. So I'll show you the output of the map types. First of all, I will use this road map. Okay, so this road map I just mentioned like this. Okay, this is the type. Okay, road map. So to use the road map, I have implemented in map type ID. Okay, so for details HTML, that is the code to implement the Google Map type ID. Okay, Google Map types. So here I have in this map type ID, I have mentioned the road map, the type Google Map API type. So after this, I need to save these changes and I need to load this application here. So guys, it shows the road map Google Map type. So as per the definition, road map, it will show normal default 2D map. Okay, so this is the road map definitions. Okay, so it will the default map will be displayed, that the road map, and this is the output for road map in the Google Maps. Okay, so second is I need to show you the satellite. So to implement satellite, you just go here and by replacing road map, you just mention here satellite and save these changes. And I need to refresh my URL. Okay, so guys, remember whatever I used here, latitude, longitude, this is for New York City. So this is the showing for road after the road map type. I have implemented the satellite map types in Google Maps. So it shows that is the for satellite. So this will show photographic maps. Okay, so it shows that is satellite images of selected region or selected whatever the latitude, longitude you have used. So this is the output. This is the output of satellite map types. Okay, of New York City, and you will get some some options here, that is clockwise and counterclockwise and tilt map. If you click here tilt map, and you can see the map is something changed, different types. Okay, so if you click on again tilt map, it shows like this. If you click on rotate map clockwise, the satellite type, it will be rotated as clockwise. If you click on counterclockwise, so this satellite type is shown as the counterclockwise. And there is one more option, tilt map. Tilt map means it will show the above the satellite is showing the satellite over the satellite options. You can see here. Okay, this is different than the before the whatever is showing in satellite, right? So this is the satellite type. So next one is hybrid. So here I'll use this, replace the satellite, and I'll use here hybrid. So hybrid, so I need to refresh. So this is the output for hybrid Google Map types. So as per the definition, this type will show photographic maps plus roads and city names. Okay, so this is the types. This map will show the major streets on satellite images. So you will get this output here for New York City. If you click on New York City Hall, you'll get one details, right, with its some details here. And as well, if you click on here, you'll get some city details. Like we will check one more city, one more details of place. You'll get the details here, and there is one more we need to check. So you'll see in the hybrid type, you'll get some photographic maps plus roads and city names. Okay, this is the output. And remember, this options is coming across with the satellite types and hybrid types. Like you'll get the same options in satellite types, right? So if you rotate clockwise in hybrid, it works like counterclockwise. If you click on counterclockwise, the hybrid will show counterclockwise of the map. And there is a tilt map option here, so it's showing the tilt map. Only difference is between satellite and hybrid. In satellite, it shows only the places, not the names of places. But in hybrid, it shows the photographic maps along with roads and city names, and along with these three options: clockwise, anti-clockwise, counterclockwise, and tilt maps. Okay. And also, if you click on some city names or places, it will show one pop-up with the details of it. Okay, then last one is terrain. Okay, so terrain, we need to replace the hybrid with the terrain. So here, TERRAIN. So this is the terrain map type. After then, we need to refresh. So guys, you can see this is the output for terrain map type. Okay, so as per the definition, this will show maps with mountains and rivers. Okay, this is the output for terrain map type. And as per the definition, this is the map type that shows the terrain and vegetation. Okay, now this is the output of the terrain map type. And you remember, this clockwise, anti-clockwise, and tilt map is not available here, only available in satellite type and hybrid type. Okay, so go to my presentation here. So guys, so you know already how to write, how to implement for Google Map types in your application. Okay, so this is the code for Google Map types in Google Maps and how to implement in ASP.NET MVC application. So in this video, I already have discussed the 4 types of Google Maps types in Google Maps and steps to load the map in MVC application. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.